And good morning. This is Dennis Connolly, your Den at the Door, and we're here in the town of Egg Harbor. And we're here on a very special day with Sevastopol TV, your video voice of Door County. We're here to help Door County's fine Egg Harbor town celebrate its sesquicentennial. As we all know, sesquicentennial comes from Latin, which means sesqua, 1.5, and centennial, which reflects 100. So 150 years here in Egg Harbor, the town of Egg Harbor. We're going to experience many things today. We're going to see a wonderful parade. As we know, Door County is famous for its wonderful, folksy, warm, high participating kinds of parades. We're going to tour a dairy farm a bit. We're coming back here for the dedication of the town hall and again, help these folks celebrate 150 years. It was here in July of 1861 that this town became a reality. And here we are in the Egg Harbor Town Fire Hall, and we're with the Assistant Fire Chief, Ed Stotts. Good to see you today, sir.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Great seeing you. Now, tell me, this particular piece of equipment you have here, what kind of fires do you handle with this piece?
Not much more than a campfire, but, you know,
it
will try and extinguish a campfire.
It seriously can. Well, what a great training tool. So do the younger firefighters start out with this piece of equipment and then work up to the big yellow rigs?
We started them last year. Went through the parade with it last year. It was a pretty good hit. Then went through the campgrounds and everybody remembered that.
Super, super. So if my Weber grill gets a little out of hand, call Egg Harbor Fire Department. You'll dispatch us immediately.
We'll dispatch a junior unit.
Super, the junior unit, yes. So Ed, tell me how many people are here in your firehouse? How many are full-time? How many are part-time? How many are volunteer?
We have 41 members on the roster. It's all volunteer department, paid on call.
Wow, great. Great. And what kind of an area do you cover? I see your yellow rigs everywhere.
We cover the town of Egg Harbor and the village of Egg Harbor.
Very good. And they're thankful for that. Are there any other stations in Egg Harbor?
We have station number 1, which is located in the village.
In the village. So how many firefighting units altogether do you have in the two stations combined?
We have 3 mainline units, engines. One is our 75-foot aerial, and then we have a brush truck and 3 tankers.
So I imagine certain times a year, certain years, that brush truck comes in awfully handy with people letting little fires get out of hand and get a little dangerous to others.
Yes, it does. One other unit that I did not mention, we have a Polaris Ranger with a brush unit on, which is actually in our trailer. The brush unit and the trailer were bought solely off donations a few years back here. So that comes in great for brush fires or anything.
That's wonderful. And I know you helped to sponsor the Jacksonport Polar Bear Breakfast, and you guys are always active down there helping out with that, and some of those proceeds go to your department as well.
Correct.
Very good. So what can the people expect to see? They're coming here for this celebration, the sesquicentennial, and will there be tours of the firehouse? Will there be open areas? Will there be people to answer questions?
Yes, there will be a few of us down here. We'll have the trucks out. Might have the ladder up, I'm not sure. We just purchased a rescued Randy dummy, which is we'll use for training as a simulated victim. We'll have that out. People can try to move him around. He's 145 pounds. So you can get a feel for what we do. You know, the kids can come out, climb in the trucks, check things out, put on some gear, play with some equipment, and see what it's all about.
And we can all gain even greater appreciation for the good work you do. But Randy the dummy, that was my cousin. He wasn't doing anything today?
No, he's been watching us for about a week.
Terrific. I appreciate him having some purpose in life. That's a good thing. So we appreciate the great job you're doing, and we appreciate talking to you today. And keep up the great work you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we're here at Door County Coffee with the owner, developer, entrepreneur, and proprietor, Vicki Wilson. How are you, Vicki?
I'm just wonderful today, thank you.
As every day I have observed.
Well, that's kind of the motto, make every day extraordinary with Door County Coffee and Tea.
Indeed, and as I've observed coming in here frequently, that seems to be the prevalent attitude and the feeling conveyed by your entire staff. Congratulations on achieving that.
Thank you very much. I thank them every day.
Yeah.
They're the ones on the firing line that do the great job with our customers, and so it's really gratifying to watch it.
So we're here in Carlsville, and this is probably the anchor, the destination in Carlsville. Everyone knows about Door County Coffee. They love the coffee you produce. You roast it right here as well?
We sure do. We roast over 2,000 pounds each day.
Huh.
So it's about, 10,000 pounds a week, and it goes all over the country, and we're happy that it has Door County's name on it.
Yes, and your fine touch of caring, love, and creative development as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Your shop is so multifaceted. Besides a full, delicious lunch and breakfast menu, there's all the varieties of coffee. You've got beautiful collectibles all over the walls, in every nook that we look around. There's always more development going on here at Door County Coffee. How do you keep this all straight, Vic?
Well, we have a really good staff that does, but Sally Stenzel is our restaurant and retail manager. She and Terry Stauber and I go to shows, and we look for absolutely the best, newest things that we think our customers would really love. And if we love it, we think they'll love it, so we kind of try to keep it fresh.
Well, keeping it fresh is certainly the part of your motto, besides keeping it friendly, keeping it fresh, and you deliver on both counts quite well.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So when did you first meet Juan Valdez?
Well, Juan and I go way back. Actually, no, I started, my husband and I started the coffee company. It will almost be 20 years. So 93, and it's been...
Just kids.
We were just kids. And it's been just kind of a rat race ever since, and you can't look back. You just look forward and just say thank you every day.
Yeah, mm-hmm. We all need to do that, Vicki, a lot more. So what's in the future for Door County Coffee?
Well, we hired a new VP of Sales and Marketing who's got a lot of great new ideas. And, you'll see some things unveiling as we go forward. But we're real excited.
Kind of a little secret in development.
Secret stuff. Yeah, secret stuff.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And what is going on out here in front of Door County Coffee today? We're going to have this Sesquicentennial parade. We're going to have this celebration of Egg Harbor Town. Here in Carlsville, there's kind of a marketplace that's being set up. What's involved in this marketplace, Vicki?
Well, this is actually our 10th anniversary of Discover Carlsville, and we thought we needed it because people drove through here. Didn't always stop. But this year we're especially grateful because it is the town's 150th anniversary, the town of Egg Harbor, that is. So we've kind of collaborated and pulled together what we think will be one of the best Carlsville days ever. We've got the UW Marching Band from Madison, which everyone knows and loves. And we've really pulled out all the stops. There will be kids' games at the town park. More of the local events will be involved, so it's really going to be wonderful fun for the whole family.
So we have landowners, farmers, local residents, business people. We have a marketplace. We have things for kids. We have food galore and many sites. And so any person here in Door County or viewing from afar should enjoy this day, this event, to a very high degree.
Well, and it's all really family-friendly things that generally aren't available in cities, like, and I have our little sheet here. We're going to have, there's a cherry spit contest. Now, isn't that just a lot of fun?
Can you say cherry pit spit?
Cherry pit spit, not very well, though. And we're having a cherry pie eating contest here at Door County Coffee at 1 o'clock, which is just always a blast. We've got Mad Dog and Merrill across the street. There's Horse Show. There's a wonderful band this afternoon at the Roadhouse of Carlsville, which unfortunately a lot of the locals know sustained a pretty devastating fire. But, you know, they're back with this day's event to try to make the locals happy. So we want to make sure that we give them some business.
Rekindling the past, but not the fire.
Yeah, indeed. There's tractor rides, a doggy contest, Wild West development or reenactment right to our south, winemaking, a polka band. I mean, what more could you want?
I don't see any rap music on there,
No.
but I think the polka band would be much more welcome today.
Well, and one of the other things is you can park behind our building, which we've got probably another 10 acres of parking. Get on the trolley. The trolley is free. We've got 3 trolleys that will take you to all businesses that within every 20 to 30 minutes does a wonderful chain. So we're hoping that, that creates...
Well orchestrated and convenient for all people coming to participate and enjoy the day.
We hope so.
And we're here at this festivity with a lady that resembles an Annie Oakley kind
That's
of.
who I am.
Hey, Annie, how are you today?
Just great.
Super. So your purpose today is to help entertain and bring us back to yesteryear.
Yes, 1870s.
The 18th.
Wild Bill we have out in the show.
How wild is Bill?
Oh, he's pretty wild if you see him after hours.
Yeah. We don't want to go there. So are you going to do a sharpshooting exhibit as well?
Not me. I'm doing the shooting gallery with the kids today. They're going to have their squirt guns and their shooting.
Oh, fun.
And stick horses.
Better yet. So is it true that the only thing more dangerous than an Italian woman in a kitchen with knives is Annie with her hand on her gun?
Yes.
Yes. So thank you, Annie. And we're here at another booth in this very festive little festival village set up outside of Door County Coffee and the general store. And we're with another one of the merchants and jewelers. And your name, please?
My name is Gina Knockreiner.
Gina. And where do you come from, Gina?
Actually, De Pere.
De Pere, a lovely town. I went to school there for a few years. And so what kind of things are you offering to the people coming here today?
I do all handcrafted jewelry. Wire wrapping, soldered work, you name it, I got it.
Let's see your fingers, Gina.
Yeah.
No
My fingers?
Band-Aids? They're holding up okay. That's good.
Just wreck nails.
Yeah, that happens. And your assistant's
My
name?
assistant is
Erin Knockreiner.
Hi, Erin. And do you help with the construction and the fabrication of some of this beautiful jewelry?
Yes.
That's wonderful. So there's no idle hands or idle moments in the Knockreiner house.
No, there's not.
That's good, as it should be. And so your favorite materials to work with?
I'd say probably sterling silver, a little copper. One of my favorite necklaces is my little Y necklaces up here, which
Oh, they're beautiful.
are loops.
Yeah,
so-
very beautiful, very emotive. Yes. So we appreciate you talking with us today. You've got some beautiful wares out here
you.
that you're displaying so attractively, and hope that people stop by and enjoy meeting you and pick up some of this fine jewelry for themselves.
I hope so also, and
Thank
maybe
you.
the weather will cooperate
Indeed.
with us.
Thanks so much. And we're here with another one of the wonderful handcrafted merchants at this Merchants Fair in Carlsville. And we're with a young lady named...
Marlene Blank.
Hi, Marlene. And Marlene, you have such a diversity of goods here. We have happy moving bears. We've got kettle corn kind of popcorn. We have tiles. We have yard art. We have... paintings and coat racks. And so is this all handmade by you and your family?
Absolutely.
My goodness.
We do.
And so how did you get inspired to start crafting in the high dimension that you're doing?
I like people. I like working with wood. I have my own saws, and it just escalated.
Super.
Yeah.
Super. And your display here is very attractive.
Thank you.
How many of these craft fairs do you think you are able to participate in a year?
It used to be about 35 a year while
Oh my
working
goodness.
full time.
Oh my goodness.
And now that we retired, we threw a little fishing in there. So we usually do about maybe 15 or 20 a year.
Besides being extremely talented, extremely energetic and focused, obviously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, is this your first time in Carlsville?
No, this is about our 6th.
Excellent. So they keep welcoming you back because people love you here.
I think so, and we love the people here. It's been a good experience.
That's great. We want you to have a wonderful day, and it's our pleasure meeting you both. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We're with a unique and wonderful lady known around these parts as the Alpaca Lady. Your name, please?
My name is Sally Schmidt.
Hi, Sally. And tell me how you got interested in alpaca and how they've impacted your life.
Well, we first got interested in alpacas when we were actually living on the West Coast. We saw some advertisements for them. And in 2002, we moved back to Wisconsin and started visiting some alpaca farms to see if that lifestyle was something that appealed to us, which it did. And so in 2006, we bought our farm, remodeled our house, and purchased our first alpacas. Impact on my life, this is what I do full-time now, is we raise alpacas. We sell breeding stock to other people who would like to get into the alpaca business. We are also a bed and breakfast in De Pere, and we also sell lots of alpaca products. I'm busy.
How many alpaca do you have?
We have 37 alpacas
oh
right
my
now.
goodness. Would you call that a herd of alpaca or a pack of alpaca, or what's the right...
We would call that a herd.
A herd.
A herd.
And how old do they usually age to comfortably?
20.
20. So you shear them yearly or bi-yearly?
They get shorn once a year in the springtime. So with us, it's about the end of May, first part of June, and then they grow the whole year. So
and do you do your own spinning and weaving as well, Sal?
No, we do not. Our involvement is that I am heavily involved with a national co-op of American breeders. So a lot of our fiber goes to the co-op, and from there we, as a group, mass produce a sock that then the contributing members can sell at their farm stores, and it's just a wonderful product.
Marvelous organization. I see we interrupted you from putting out some of these great socks today, and we know that people are going to enjoy stopping here and meeting you if they can, and also seeing these beautiful products made from these lovely animals. And your favorite part about your involvement with alpaca?
Gosh, that's a tricky question. We love selling the products to people because it's, especially living in Wisconsin, it's such a warm, comfortable product that, you know, that's really fun every day. But these animals are truly a joy to live with. They're very gentle animals, and they're very intelligent. And once you learn how to raise alpacas and be with the alpacas, the lifestyle is just a wonderful, wonderful lifestyle. So we really, truly enjoy these animals every day.
And we're here with the leader today of this segment of the University of Wisconsin Marching Band. And your name, sir?
Brian McFadden.
Brian McFadden. Wasn't there a famous poet singer called Brian McFadden besides yourself?
I believe he's British, yes.
Yeah, wonderful. So how do you like, is this your first trip to Door County, Brian?
No, I actually, I was the leader of the 4th of July parade last summer, so that was my first time up here, and we all loved it, so that's why we were glad to come back as soon as we got the call.
We are so honored and happy that you're here. So being a leader of this contingent, what are your duties, Brian, besides inspirational and philosophical?
It's more of a business aspect for me. I get phone calls and I get emails, and I have to just process those, and then I schedule these guys. I send out emails, get their schedules, we line everything up, and then it's just carpooling up to wherever it is. We go all over the state. We've been typically, let's see, we've been Oshkosh, Appleton, Milwaukee area all summer. Madison, not so much. It's usually the east side of Milwaukee or east side of Wisconsin is our hub.
So how many in the total marching band? How many students are there, and how many in this particular contingent?
The entire marching band, there's about 320, I believe. This year is going to be actually a lot bigger because the Rose Bowl brings us a lot of recruits.
Sure.
So we have, I think, an incoming freshman class of 120 right now, and all the paperwork isn't even done yet. So it's going to be a huge band this next year. But right here today, there's 30 of us. So
the criteria to become part of the marching band, besides excellent musicality, what other criteria are the requirements?
Stay in shape and be in shape. It's hard work. Like we always tell the incoming freshmen, somebody's going to pass out during the first day of tryouts, and as upperclassmen, we always watch for it. We know it happens. I almost did my freshman year. You kind of black out. It's a lot. It's a shock when you start doing it, and you got to get in shape. You got to be in shape. But we managed to stay in shape. Mike works us pretty hard. So
and wonderful. So how did they pick the particular students coming to this event?
It's all volunteer-based. It's all up to me, really, essentially. They send me an email, say they're available, and then I just have to pick the ones that fit or are like best able to get up there.
So your personal skills and how well they like you this week will determine who wants to come.
Yeah.
So how many pieces in this group?
30.
Wonderful. You sound just great. How do you pick the tunes you're doing?
It's always the same. We try to mimic a fifth quarter that we do in Camp Randall every weekend during the football season. So it's usually about 15 songs, all the Wisconsin favorites.
Wonderful. We're digging it, and we're continuing to dig it. We'll see you at Town Hall, and we're going to see you perform out here in the lot a little bit, and then up at the dairy. It's a fun-filled day for all of us. I hope it's fun for you too. And we're here at the coiffure booth, I believe, as she was arranging her hair so nicely. At a booth at the Town Hall in Egg Harbor, and they have for us the celebration of Egg Harbor. It's a sesquicentennial book, and we're with
Shar Miller.
Hi, Shar, and tell us about the book and its significance and how it was all put together.
Well, because of the sesquicentennial, we decided to get family histories, and we gathered histories from about 60 different families in the town of Egg Harbor and put it together these two books.
And so these contributions were stories and perhaps fables from the individual families without edit. So it's good raw news.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And any interesting stories in there that you've come across?
Now you put me on the spot.
Well, you will come across some. Yes. And so the people were all very willing, and they gathered old photos I see and sketches and some fables about the family. I think it's really a must-have for anyone who lives in the town of Egg Harbor or Door County, or visitors as well. It's interesting stuff. Yes.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Excellent.
It is.
So good luck on your sales today, and they can come right over here. And if after this festival, they could come to the town hall, I believe.
Yes, they could, or they can contact us. If we have an email address, eggharborwihistory@gmail.com.
Perfectly. Thank you. We enjoyed talking to you. In Egg Harbor, there are many, many interesting characters, and I believe I found one of the more interesting character. Your first name, sir?
Bernard Brewer.
Hi, Bernard. You're a real buccaneer, aren't you, Bernard?
Yeah.
And does your hair usually get a little out of control like that, or is this just special for the day?
No, that's all right.
Yeah. So being the kind of buccaneer and pirate that you are, what kind of galleys and gold and booty have you stolen on a day like today?
Well, I'm a little hard here.
Yeah, me too. But so you just board the ship and take the booty and off you go.
That's right. Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
that's right.
Good luck on your pirating, Bernard.
Thank you.
All right, many more.
9 years old he is.
Ah, he's beautiful. So we have a couple other local buccaneers here enjoying some liquid refreshment and very bedazzled in your golden jewels. Your first name, sir?
Dan.
And this beauty next to you?
Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. And so
Petey.
I'm sure it is, but I don't want to meet it. I don't want to meet Pete, if that's all right with you.
That's
so
all right.
how long have you taken to this ruffian life?
Oh, been a couple of years now.
Yep, 2 years.
So we see you at a lot of different festivals, and you certainly add to the joy and merriment.
Oh, yes.
So how about a little together doing a little pirate? Arr! Come on. Arr! Thank you. And here we are at the festivities of the dedication of the town hall. And of course, what would any of these festivities or parades be without the Door County Model A Club or Society?
The Cherryland A's Club.
The Cherryland A's Club. And your name, sir?
My name is Jerry Mielek.
Jerry, and you have a beautiful vehicle here. Can you tell us about your vehicle?
It's a 1929 Ford Model A Phaeton. It's a four-door convertible, and it's been restored. It came out of a museum. It spent 20 years in the museum. It was restored in 1975.
My goodness.
So just my job now is just keep it running.
Yeah, and it's in beautiful order. You've got beautiful paint job on it, nice upholstery. You were showing me the trunk in the back that your kids, you say, bought for you for Christmas?
Christmas, right.
What sweet kids they are. They appreciate their dad. And so how many miles would you say you put on this car during a year?
Oh, probably only 2,000 or 3,000 miles a year.
Well, that's pretty good for keeping it up here.
Mainly in parades and functions of that type.
Yeah. Do these have any tendency to overheat, or do you?
Oh, they do constantly.
So do you put different water pumps or radiators in them, or?
No, actually, it's a stock water pump, stock radiator. I run antifreeze in them instead of water, and it seems to do the trick.
Excellent.
It made it through the parade today with no problems.
Oh, beautifully so, yeah, and entertained and made everyone very happy seeing them, of course, and experiencing your enthusiasm. So your plate, can you maybe make the sound that Model A's are known for, that your plate is conveying?
Ooga.
Very well done, Jerry. Thank you.
afternoon. If I could have everyone's attention, I'd like to welcome you to the town of Egg Harbor and its 150th birthday party. At this time, we're going to have the raising of the flag, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the national anthem. Would everyone please remove their hats? I'd like to thank the State Honor Guard, to UW-Madison Marching Band. If we could just give them all a big hand. Okay, now it's up to the rest of us to follow up after that act. It's going to be pretty tough. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Steve Schopp. I'm a town supervisor, and I also happen to be the fire chief for the Egg Harbor Fire Department. On behalf of the town board, I'd like to thank everyone for celebrating this special day with all of us. A little history here. On July 9th, 1861, the town of Egg Harbor became the 10th organized town in Door County. Those first few years, the majority of Egg Harbor's populations were made up of Belgians and Indians that were employed by the settlers to produce cordwood. Over the time, more settlers moved in. They were farmers, orchard growers, business owners, etc. Some of the first businesses were, as we know it today, Shipwrecked, originally known as the Kiwani House, Alpine Resort and Golf Course, Mojo Rosa's, known now, originally was rebuilt as a stagecoach stop called the Concord Hotel. Today these establishments are within the village of Egg Harbor, which incorporated as a separate government unit in 1964. Over the last 150 years, the town of Egg Harbor has remained, for the large part, a rural agricultural area, as you can see with the cornfield in our backdrop. With many well-established businesses such as the Landmark Resort, Door County Coffee and Tea, Candleworks, Pet Expressions, Door Peninsula Winery, Dairy View Country Store, Shortner's Farm Market, Jordan's Sugar Bush, Wood Orchard's Farm Market, Watch Us Grow, Harbor Village Resort, The Log Den, Sunny Point Gardens, Horseshoe Bay Golf Course, Stonehenge Golf Course, the Shallows Resort, Art Studios, Antique Malls, and many more. At this time, I'd like to ask Senator Frank Lissay and Representative Gary Byes if they'd like to step forward and say a few words.
Thank you. And I thank each and every one of you for being here today. I think this town being around for 150 years is a great sign of the continuity of our government and our way of life. And I look forward to, and I won't be around, and none of us here will be around, for another 150 years of the town of Egg Harbor, or maybe someday a village, but I think right now the town is what it'll be probably for a long time. So enjoy the sunny day. It's too sunny for a long speech. I'm glad you're all here, and Gary and I are here as your state senator and your state representative to recognize the day and commemorate the day, and we have a plaque to present to the town that can be displayed for the years to come.
Thank you, Senator Lissay. It's been an honor to represent this town for the last 11 years. If Steve would come forward, I first would like to present him with a U.S. American flag and a Wisconsin flag I had flown over the Capitol last Thursday, and you can use that as the beginning of your next 150 years. I also have a legislative citation for the town. It says, know you by these presents, whereas the town of Egg Harbor, located in Door County, is commemorating 150 years as a town in 2011 and is marking the event with a Sesquicentennial celebration. And whereas on the 9th of July, 1861, the county board enacted a set-off of Gibraltar to become the town of Egg Harbor as its 10th organized town in Door County. And whereas at its beginning, settlers purchased land for lumbering operations, farming, and orchards. The town of Egg Harbor still remains a rural community of agriculture with many diverse businesses growing and also in recreation. Therefore, Representative Gary Byes, on behalf of the Wisconsin State Assembly, in concurrence with Senator Frank Lissay under Assembly Rule 97, hereby commends the town of Egg Harbor on the event of its sesquicentennial, signed by myself and Senator Lissay.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. In conclusion, which I had a few people tell me to keep this under an hour, it's a little warm out here, so we're going to cut it short here. In conclusion, I'd like to thank the following: our committee, Jane Tracy, round, okay, Pauline Peterson, and Pam Kroll. Pam also happens to be our town clerk, treasurer. She takes care of us supervisors, keeps us in line. I'd also like to thank the pirate heads in the harbor group. They're the ones serving the food up here. Profits from that is going to go towards the volunteer fire department here. I'd also like to put a little plug in for their next big outing. It's going to be October 29th, 2011 at Mr. G's Ballroom. Haunted Happenings, it's called. So head up there in October and have a little fun with them up there and party with them. Too many papers here. I'd also like to thank the volunteers from our local fire department here. They're here serving the refreshments. They got some of the trucks on display. Stop over, ask them questions. They're willing to inform you, maybe twist your arms into becoming a volunteer firefighter. Even if you're not from our local area, just about every volunteer department is looking for help. A couple things that are going to be happening here yet today. We have sales of the first and second edition of the historical books along with the video in the town hall going on. There's sales of souvenir t-shirts, hats, letter openers. And the firemen also have a souvenir t-shirt on sale over here. It's a little different than our regular ones, but we made it up special just for this occasion. In the pavilion at 1 p.m. the Biddorf Brothers will begin playing. And then again at 3 p.m. the Modern Day Drifters are going to play. We have birthday cake, courtesy of Bob and Dolores Spittelmeister, who happen to be the Grand Marshals for the parade today. I believe they're around here someplace, so give them a nice hand. And again, as I said earlier, we have an open house in the fire station over there. Feel free to stop over, crawl in the trucks. We have some gear. You can try some gear on to see if it really fits you to become a firefighter. There's inflatables out on the ballpark. There's a dunk tank out there. And the food and beverages will be flowing freely. Enjoy. Okay, just one more quick announcement. The flyover for today did get canceled. They got pulled and had to report to Madison. Thank you again and enjoy the day. It's a beautiful day out here.
Pam! These are the certificates for the flag. Okay.